Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Crafting and Cruising. This hair is staticky. I'm Lisa, and this is my page, and I'm so glad you guys are here with us. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes to see if anybody comes on. When you do, please say hi. And if you're watching the replay, then please hashtag replay so I know you saw the replay. So what's everybody been doing? Ronnie should be down here in a minute to read comments. We just got back to our friend's house in Mason, Ohio, right outside Cincinnati. Our friends Linda and Ron that you saw the picture, we went out to eat with them last time we were here. So Ronnie finished up a job late this afternoon in Columbus, Ohio, and we are headed home, but I needed to stop somewhere and do my live. So Ron and Linda said, just come stay here and spend the night. So I'm downstairs. She got her little Christmas tree magnet right here. This downstairs is like a mother-in-law suite, and so Rodney and I stay down here when we come. We told them teasingly that they needed to put, forgot to turn my do not disturb on. They needed to put a plaque on the door saying Rodney and Lisa's room. So I don't think I can put on do not disturb now, sorry. So anyway, hey Antoinetta, how are you, my friend? Glad you're here and watching. I appreciate you. We're going to do something fun tonight. I don't know that we'll get it finished, but we're going to see what we can do. Meanwhile, I mentioned to y'all that I was going to be working on a bottle, and I have started that process. First of all, look at my shirt. All right, let me turn the camera. Maybe I won't get too weirded out. Okay, can you see my shirt? Crafting with my peeps. And what does it say? Retreat to complete. That's where I'll be going in about 3 weeks for another crafting weekend in Nancy, Kentucky on Lake Cumberland. So, I told you I've been working on, or was going to be working on a bottle, so I have started it today. I took an old, I guess this is another whiskey bottle, who knows, and put 2 coats of slick stick on it, and then I put 1 or 2 coats of chalk paint on it, and then I decoupaged this napkin that I absolutely love on here. So I've got some little jewels and bling that I'm going to put around it, around the neck of it to kind of doll it up. So, Rodney, can you get on there and start watching for comments and welcoming people?
Yeah, sure can.
You'll have to bring it up and make sure I'm muted. And then we're going to get started. So when I was at the Crafty Brothers house last week, crafting with him, he invited me to go to his basement and go shopping. And so I went down there. He has a ton of crafting supplies and surfaces and things like that. So let me put my Sparkle Retreat apron on so I won't get stuff all over my shirt. So he invited us to go shopping down there, and we did. And I found the cutest little box. I think it's just kind of a whatnot box. Somebody could use it as a jewelry box. I think I showed it to you guys when we got it, after we had white chalk painted it, but it was done in pinks and greens. And okay, let me help him get me up here. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Rodney in the background.
Okay. Carol Stinson said, hey, Lisa and Rodney and friends. Hello, Carol.
You need to ask anybody if they know why the bottle has a curve to it.
Oh, they probably didn't notice. This bottle has this part back here
Concave.
is kind of concave, and then this part kind of has a curve to it. Can you see?
Convex.
Why, Rodney?
Let them guess, or let them tell you.
Okay, well, they can tell you while I'm starting my project. Okay, so here's the little house. So it was done in like pink and pale green and just has some hand painted stuff on here. So I took the hardware off and just painted the whole thing with white chalk paint. Then I went ahead and stenciled a napkin on either side, the very same napkin. And then I put a different one on the back, just because I kind of want this to be like a little flower garden. So my plan is to use, where's my napkin I had out here? Well, I had my napkin. Let me, oh, here it is. Use this on the front doors. I'm going to decoupage that on the front doors. And then I'm going to pink and white check the roof, which I've already drawn off. I'm going to put a little pink and white check below the napkin on each side, which I've already marked off. And then in the front down here, I'm going to do pink and white stripes and pink and white stripes up here. Then I bought some new hardware that I think is so cute. This little one right here, if you can see it, is going to go down here on the bottom. And then I have two bigger ones, a little bit different style. You see it? Kind of glittery. That'll be the very last thing I do. So I have already used the Posh Chalk infuser from Would You Bend to put my napkins on the sides and on the back. Now I think what we're going to do first is start out doing some of the checks on the roof and some of the stripes. Like I said, I don't want y'all to have to stay on here and watch me paint stripes and checks all the time. But I'm using Deco Art Americana Poodle Skirt Pink. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Folk Art Enamel Glass Paint in Lipstick Red. Because I want it to kind of blend with these flowers right here.
Evadne,
Evadna
is here again.
Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So we are in Mason, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cincinnati, staying with our friends. And I hear we're supposed to get snow tonight and tomorrow, which I love. If you know me, you know I love it. Okay, so I'm going to dip my paintbrush, one side of my paintbrush, mostly in the Poodle Skirt Pink, and then barely tap it in the red, the lipstick red, and wipe it on my plate. And I like that combination. I like how that looks. So I'm going to start, let me put my glasses on. I remembered them this time. I'm going to start right up here, offload. Can you all see me? I think you can. Okay, offload, and then I'm going to start in this corner and come straight down. Go to this corner and come, oops, I got way too much paint there. Let me take some of that off. I'm going to start back in this top corner right here. Come straight down. And you have to be careful with these brushes, because if you come straight down and you're not watching where you're going, you'll go over your bottom line. If that happens, which it has to me many times, no harm, no foul, just go back and get some white paint and touch it up. But see, I like how this kind of has two, I know these lights aren't great, two colors kind of blended in together. I may add just a tiny bit more red just to have some more red in there. Okay. I did not do a pre-drag because I didn't really know what I would use for colors for this pre-drag. And this is going to be, you know, kind of little girlish. So I will do the top drag, but I'm not worried about doing the pre-drag. Okay. So, what's everybody been doing? I think the last time we were on, Rodney was crafting his gourds, which you all seem to like a lot. And I haven't done anything since then other than just get my bottle ready and then put the decoupage on the house, on the ends of the house and the back of the house. I think he's probably through with jobs up north right now. Next week, I think he's going to be going south to Florida. Might be a little warmer down there. What do you think? All right, Rodney. Tell them about this bottle. Why part of it's concave and part of it's convex.
Nobody's commented yet. I wanted them to tell you or guess.
Well, not everybody was probably on here when you first said it, but... You
want me to show them the bottle again, or can you show them the bottle when you get a break?
I can. I don't want to do it too much because I want to get this done.
Okay.
Concave back here, convex in the front. And Rodney wants everybody to guess.
Keyword is it's a whiskey bottle.
Okay, there you go. Keyword, it's a whiskey bottle. So maybe it has something to do with fermentation.
Carol says we are commenting.
You are?
I'm seeing a few things.
We can't really, I can't see anything on my screen right now except me painting.
Let me see my phone. Let's see if the phone's any different than this.
Ronnie has a lot of problems getting comments when we're on live. I don't know what the problem is. He's on my computer. Okay, so here it comes, see? And I'm thinking if I need to, I can go back and add a little more red in here. Just kind of wanted it to be a combination of the two. But I thought the florals were going to be so pretty. It's going to be like a walk through the flower bed.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Kinda. There's not any tulips on here, but kinda. Same premise. I know one thing, I'm getting too much paint on my brush, so let that be a lesson to you all. And I'm not using a Zen brush, but I'm using the black silver. I think it's by Dynasty. It's the other brush that Debbie Rigg really likes to paint checks with. It's the other brush.
Oops. Carol says it's a pretty shade of pink.
You like it, Carol? Some of them are going to be a little more red, some of them be a little more pink, but like I said, I can always glaze over them with more of one color or the other if I need it. But I just want to primarily get at least maybe one side of the roof done so you can see. And then the stripes, I'd like to get some of them done. And then maybe go on and decoupage across the front. So you'll have a good idea of what it's going to look like when it's finished. Okay. So we were in Columbus, Ohio, and there wasn't much happening there. It had snowed a lot before we got there, so there were still remnants of some heavy-duty snow on the ground. They had cleaned the roads off really well, which helped. Who's saying what? Y'all need to talk.
I'm commenting mostly.
Oh, good. I can't hear you. So without writing it, just verbalize it.
Well, I'm writing this, but pints and half-pint whiskey bottles were often curved so you could slip them in your back pocket and they would contour to your rear end a little better.
Really?
Yep. So it wasn't as noticeable if you had a curved bottle in your pocket as it was if you had a rectangular one.
Now, don't y'all want to know how Rodney knows this? Is that from experience, Rodney?
Yeah, that's from experience. You also know some people have flasks that are also curved for the same reason.
Yeah, I have seen flasks like that.
But, the bigger bottles obviously are a little too big to go in your pocket, like quarts and liters and things like that, so they don't bother to do that. But here's Deborah Jadzone. Hey, Deborah.
Hey, Deborah. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I hope. I can't do it backwards, so I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing like this.
So that's the reason that they were that way, to help conceal them a little bit when you're going into ball games and to the races and the cockfights and the dog fights and everything else.
So, does anybody in our group have any connections to music producers or writers who've been very successful? If so, let us know in the comments.
Why do you ask?
Do I ask because my husband is in the process of writing a song. Most of you all know, some of you may not, that he has written a couple of books and has 3 more in the making. But he's, for a long time, he's been wanting to write a song. So he has an idea for a song, but we know from people that we know in Nashville who are in the music industry that most artists that write their own music are not interested in, looking at anybody else's music. But he's got a real neat concept going on with this song. And so somebody had suggested that maybe it would be better to try to get it with a producer who could then maybe make suggestions to Rodney. He's never written a song, so it's not that he's a professional songwriter, but he's got a good song going, and he would kind of like to get it out to the public. So, I just thought I'd ask if anybody on here knew anybody. Of course, we live in Country Music USA, and we do know a lot of people in the industry. I got a little bit out of lines right there, no big deal. I'll go back. I always forget which way. And work on it when it dries. So, Deborah Jed, how is the weather where you are, and what are you doing on your vacation? I hope you're just resting and relaxing.
Carol Stinson said my cousin and her hubby write their music. I will ask her and let you know.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Carol. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. So I saw the Oscar nominations today on TV. We saw them while we were eating breakfast, the nominees being listed. And I guess I'm just very sheltered because I don't think I recognized one movie.
Maverick.
Oh, yeah, Top Gun Maverick. I haven't seen it, but I recognize the name of it. I think the only movie we saw last year at the theater was the one that the book came out first, Where the Crawdads Sing.
That might have been over a year ago.
Was it? It may have been, because I didn't see it nominated for anything. So maybe it was. I think that's the last movie in the theater I've seen. No, didn't we go see something more recent than that? Not long ago?
I don't know. Deborah's still in DeVoy. In DeVoy, reading, watching, Paramount, resting, loving it.
Good, good.
And we thought about you when we drove through that area today. Or yesterday, I guess, when we crossed from the East Coast over to Pittsburgh area.
Okay, let's see. I want to tell y'all, I am going to get someone to help me figure out how to set up Telegram so that I can send a Telegram notice out when I'm going to go live, or when Rodney's going to go live, either one of us. I do know that that is a very simple and effective way to let people know. And I'm afraid I won't always remember to get on my pages and say something about it. But if I have Telegram, the only thing is, you all will not know about it if you don't download the Telegram app and get signed up for crafting and cruising. So when I figure out exactly how that's going to work, I'll let y'all know. And hopefully, you'll get signed up. I keep forgetting that y'all are over here, and so I'm trying to turn it where you can see, even though it's nothing real new. I'm about ready to start on Easter in spring. I just have never been big into Valentine's Day, but we sure have made, or I sure have made a lot of Valentine's stuff for somebody that's not really into Valentine's Day. And it's fun. I mean, in this community, or in this field, I guess, you have to kind of do what the people want to see. Okay, Ronnie, we need a joke.
A joke?
Something to get everybody going. Didn't you tell one the other night?
Well, I don't know that I did.
About the shoe salesman?
No, I didn't tell that one. That's not a very good one.
That's a good one. Okay, y'all, almost done with this side. Our friends Linda and Ron had a dinner meeting, or dinner to go to tonight, I think with some people in their neighborhood. They have like a dinner club, and so tonight was their night to go out. They went to Carrabba's, which is probably one of Rodney's favorite restaurants because of the spices that they give you with your oil to dip your bread in. All right, we're on the bottom row.
No comments, it's still in Du Bois.
Move on.
Did anybody know that little known fact about the curved whiskey bottle? I see I got a couple of smiley faces after that, but it was, that's why they're that way.
I don't like having so much dead time, guys, but I have to concentrate when I'm doing these checks.
At least why do bees have sticky hair?
Why do bees have sticky hair?
Yeah.
I give up.
They use honeycombs.
Oh, I should have figured that out. If I'd been telling that joke, Rodney would have figured it out. Okay, so here you go. Here's one side of the roof with the side flower. Now, I am going to take these checks later on. I'm going to go and do this part right here so you can see. I'm going to bring the checks down the side right here.
Mickey Burchard says, hello, Lisa.
Hey, Mickey. Welcome back. I'm going to bring these down here, and then I've actually drawn lines under the eave of the roof too. So eventually I'll go back and add paint there. Just because, again, I like to do it all the way around to give it a finished look. Nobody's going to be picking it up and looking under there, I realize, but it would just make me feel better knowing that I had given it my best and even done underneath the eave. So I have that, but see how I took them down on the side? So it just gives it, see, this doesn't have them brought down. This does. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so not used to this backward screen that it's hard for me to tell which way I'm going.
Carol Stinson had a good follow-up on that joke.
She did? What was it?
They wanted a honeydew.
Huh?
They wanted a honeydew.
That is a good follow-up. A honeydew. Y'all have honeydew lists around your house, ladies? I do.
A never-ending one.
Well, it's just hard to get caught up with everything, you know?
Yep.
Especially when you've lived in your house as long as we have and have done as little to it as we've done to kind of keep up maintenance along the years. And so now it's catching up with us. Okay. A little bit more here on this one. Turn it around so I can look at it.
Deborah Jed said, yes, there's always a honeydew.
Yes, ma'am. Always. But you know what they say about women. It says a man may work from sun to sun, but a woman's work is never done. How about that? How about that? Okay. So now, the back, the side. Now the front, what I'm going to do, turn around. What I'm going to do on the front is, since these are going to be stripes, then the stripes are going to come up under here and then meet up here. Okay? So now that we've got some checks on, let's see if we can work on some of the stripes.
Are the stripes going to be the same color as the checks?
I'm really struggling with this camera. I'm going to try to, let me see if I can move y'all down where you're more level with what I'm doing.
Are the stripes going to be the same color as the checks?
Yes, they are. Now y'all can see that. Okay. Yes, they are. So I'm going to do every other one. I probably ought to do this one. So this will come down here. Okay. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I know my arm's in the way. Sorry. Go back and add a little more pink. Because I've got my lines already drawn on, it makes it a little easier to do it upside down. Get a little more red. Y'all see that? This is not an ideal setup for painting, that's for sure. But we'll do the best we can. Linda still has her Christmas decorations not out for display, but ready to put up. They just haven't gotten put up yet. So the table that's down here is covered with Christmas. Okay, Ronnie, I need you to start some combo.
Well, Carol says she didn't actually hear the question correctly, but she thought you said, why do bees have sticky hair or wings?
Oh.
And it was sticky hair, but her answer worked perfectly.
That's all right, Carol. I thought you had a good answer, sister. Okay. Oh, y'all. There's some crafters that just will not turn their cameras around because it does really kind of mess with your head. My brain does not function like that.
Judith Hudson, Carol says, welcome to Mason.
Hello, Judy. We're right around the corner from you, sister.
Carol Simpson says we need another joke.
Yeah, another joke is good. Ronnie, come on. That's Rodney's department. So I'm going to let him tell the jokes.
I found a good one, but it doesn't have an answer to it, so.
Well, you surely know some. Or some of Rodney's jokes he knows are really not repeatable. You know what I'm saying? See, I kind of like the mixture of the color. I don't think it all has to be like solid pink or solid red. I don't like that bold red I was putting here, but I like that. Y'all like that? Again, just gives it a little more interest, I think, by not having it all be the same. Okay, Rodney. Time
for a new joke?
Yeah, we've been ready. We're waiting on you.
Yeah, let me get back to my jokes here. Some of them are too difficult to get answers to.
I'll tell y'all a dirty joke.
Oh boy.
A white horse fell in the mud. That's pretty good, don't you think? A clean dirty joke.
All right, what did one hat say to another?
Hat?
What did one hat say to another?
Let's see. Hats have brims.
Carol Simpson likes what you're doing.
Thank you, Carol.
Somebody's here.
Oops, our friends are home. Hello?
Who is here?
Nobody.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Did you leave all this Christmas stuff down there too?
Yeah, we left all of our Christmas stuff down here on your table.
Wonderful.
Lisa's going live right now.
Come down, Linda, and say hi.
Hey,
Well, I
Ron.
will as soon as I get out of my shoes.
Okay.
You want to have dinner?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. They were our good
I
friends.
was say we have company, but they have company.
Yeah. They were good friends when they lived in Nashville. We all went to church together. We were in a small group together. And Linda and I were in the trauma club together. And then they moved here because their grandchild and Linda's daughter and son-in-law live here. So they wanted to be closer to them.
One hat said to the other,
Yeah, what did one hat say to the other?
you stay here and I'll go on ahead.
Oh, y'all, did you hear that? Funny. I think those are kind of called dad jokes, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think I hear somebody coming down to meet y'all. Here she comes,
Here she comes.
Miss America. There she is, my ideal.
Oh,
Okay, y'all will take a little break. Linda comes over here.
what have you done to your
There you
hair?
go. My hair was done like this when I was here the other day. Nothing since I was here last time.
Hush.
All right, what do dentists call their x-rays?
Oh, I know this one.
To what?
The joke. What do dentists call their x-rays?
Pictures.
Close.
I know this. Hey, Nancy Lewis. over here, Linda, and say hi
Toothpicks.
to my friends. Toothpicks.
Will that quit beeping or does it need turning off?
It'll quit eventually.
Well, I'm on a live, Facebook Live. Come, oh, you look pretty.
Oh, you know.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a few days.
Say,
So say hello to my friends.
For the two of us. Oh, hello.
This is Linda.
Hello.
Linda
My
Live.
hair's whiter than
It
hers.
is.
Yes.
See why we were in the drama club together? Because we're both dramatic.
Slightly.
She's more so than me.
I need to be in here.
Yeah, you need to be here.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Carol Stinson said, hi, Linda.
Hello. Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all. How y'all doing?
Did you see all the Christmas decorations?
No, I didn't show them. They did see the tree in the back on the,
Oh, okay.
right here on the roof ridge.
Oh,
They saw
that
that.
one, huh?
So I told them you still had Christmas up. So,
Oh, Lord.
we didn't do a house tour. We just
well, you look really pretty. Look
Oh.
at you in those high heels, girl.
Well, oh, well, we went to a dinner.
For your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this live and then we'll be up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow, mess.
Okay,
Oh.
you guys. Let me go in
You know
here
what? The sad thing about it is I
and do
need
this
to have
part.
some bins or something to put a lot of this stuff in, and I don't.
You can see that my lines are not quite like they should be. Not quite meeting that, but that's okay. Who's gonna look under, right? So now I'm gonna go right on top and carry this right on over.
at least you want to hear a construction joke?
What?
A construction joke.
Something about building.
I'm still working on it.
That's so funny.
Chair is persistent, isn't it?
You know, I've got really good taste in decorations, but not like this.
They're a little more close
A
together.
little close together.
Okay, now can y'all see what I'm doing underneath? Just bringing the lines over. I'm gonna add on this one just a little bit. Okay, it's not perfect, but there it is. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I may have to come out of this sweatshirt. It's getting hot. Hot down in here. Okay, and then I'll bring this one up, and notice that I'm holding my brush flat when I go up here because I really don't want it to go over on my checks that I've already done. So by holding it flat, it will only go right to the edge. And again, if it were to go over, it's not a big deal. Just paint back over it. Okay. Of course, you can always see when you go back, you miss some places or whatever, but I think it looks really cool going underneath the eave here.
Once you get it painted, what you gonna do with it?
Well, if I ever have an auction, I guess I'll sell it. Okay, can you see? Ooh.
Well, it looks like it has no knobs.
It doesn't have knobs. I showed knobs at the beginning and told them about the ones I bought at the Hoblob the other day to put on it. So they're kind of a clearish with a little sparkle to them. They had little roses on here, some little like resin type roses that were really cute. They were kind of a pale pink, and it matched the decor of the box then, and I thought about reusing that and maybe just darkening them up to match the flowers on here, but then I decided I was going to have so many different flowers going on that I probably would just stick with something kind of clear and a little sparkly. So that's what I did. Went and found some at Hobby Lobby that I liked. Okay. See, that one has a little more pink in it. Some have a little more red. All right, let me do these on the other side. And then we're going to work on the, what you call it?
Facebook Live.
This looks like a mess down
I
here.
tell you.
Look, be quiet.
Come down here, Ron, say hi to my friends.
Say hi to who?
My friends
Friends on
online.
Facebook. She's doing a live painting demonstration.
This is Ron.
Hello, hello.
Ron and Linda, our host and hostess, but I feel like it's more like family.
Hello.
At least who was it said welcome to Mason?
Oh, Judy Carroll. You know my friends that live up here. Paula
yeah.
and her mom Judy that we've been
Oh.
to eat with before.
Yeah.
She's on here and she said, "Welcome to Mason." And I said, "Thank you. I'm just right down the street from you." My home away from home.
Yep. Gotta get that nameplate put on the
That's
floor
right.
here.
I was hoping
Yep.
you were going to have it up when we got back. I'm a little
Haven't had time to get it
disappointed.
yet, so,
I guess you better get with it.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Put their nameplate on
Our nameplate on the door.
On our room.
Oh.
Saying Lisa and Rodney's bedroom so nobody else will invade it.
Come
You know.
down, Luca. Come on.
Like,
No, it's going to be called Siler's Sweet.
Come on down.
oh, good. I
like
like that.
Come
Yeah. Siler Sweet.
Come on.
Come on down, Luca. They've got,
No,
hey,
he's
Brenda
not
J.
going to do that.
They've got
You know
a West Highland Terrier named
Keep
Luca.
him from barking.
That's so cute.
Luca. Stop it.
And he wants his mom and daddy. He wants his mom and daddy. Okay. So, the front done.
Well, he'll give you a kiss when you get down there. There you go.
Okay. So I'm not going to do these down at the bottom right now because it's just more of the same.
Oh, cute. I love that.
What, this box?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so now I've been trying to figure out exactly how I want to put this. And I think I just messed it up by putting that right there. Okay, let's see.
Lisa, I just found a real good joke.
You did, huh?
Yep. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Well, one of them is a lighter.
A yippo.
I don't know. What is it?
I'm going to write it in here for a minute.
Y'all know the difference in a hippo and a zippo? Okay.
Hippo and a zippo.
All right, let me trim some of this extra off. One starts with the H and one starts with the Z. Is that it?
Uh-huh. No.
Ah! Well, that was a good answer, I thought. But apparently you didn't think. Has anybody else answered?
No, not yet.
Okay, what do you do?
I was typing the answer so when I hit return, it'll go out there.
Okay, well, let's just
Okay.
don't do that.
What is the difference in a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy and the other is a little lighter.
Oh, that's good. That was a good one. Okay, I'm just laying this here trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to put it. I've got my X-Acto knife so that I can cut the parts that I need to cut after I get it decoupage down here. But I'm going to use the Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser. And I'm just going to do a little bit at a time so I can get it laying flat. And I do have, if I can find it, my little plastic bag over my hand.
Carol liked that one.
You like that one, Carol?
I think that's that's one you can tell anybody. Little kids.
Yeah.
Well, the little kids won't know what a Zippo is, though.
Well, that's
So
true.
it's probably in a really.
That's
I
probably
wouldn't tell them anytime soon.
That's probably for bigger kids. Bigger kids like us. We the kids. We the big kids. Okay, I love this infuser as a decoupage medium because, especially on napkins. Mod Podge is fine on rice paper, magazine sheets, things like that. But on napkins, you need something lighter. Today when I was working on the bottle, several times I had places that kind of pulled up. So you see I just did one door. I think you can see. Let me tilt you down. And I'm going to start right here in the middle and barely lay it down, gently tapping it as I go. I don't want to pull on it or the napkin will tear. Okay? And there's a few little bubbles right there, or wrinkles. I'm going to take this plastic bag, put it on my hand, and just gently push the wrinkles from the center outward. Get all the wrinkles and any bubbles out. If it has a few wrinkles, no big deal, but this trick really does work well. You just have to be careful because you don't want to tear your paper. And on the sides over here, to get this extra off, we'll just do our sanding block. Okay, let's do the other half. Had to order some more Posh Chalk infuser today because I use it so much, it's getting low.
Is the infuser very expensive?
It's $24.95,
That's too expensive.
but it lasts a long, long time, so it's really not. Of course, you use the infuser if you're going to use their pigments because their pigments are powder, kind of like mica powders, so you have to use their infuser if you're going to use the pigments. And then a lot of people that I've been watching have been using this pigment infuser as their decoupage medium lately. Okay, I got that side on. I got a few little wrinkles up here I'm going to try to get out. And you know, if it has a few little wrinkles, that just makes it look more antique-ish, right? Okay, let me make sure that I've got it down real well. Yep, I do. Okay, so now I'm going to take my sanding block, which is where? I had it up here. Here it is. Okay. Take my sanding block. I'll turn it on one side. And I'm just going to go right along that edge just a little bit because I've already got this other piece of decoupage paper on here. And if you do it too much, what it'll do is pull up the edge of that other decoupage paper if it's not down really well in some places. But again, if I have to go back and just glue it down a little bit more, it's no big deal. Alright, so let me see if I can pull this off. It just gives you such a nice flat edge. Well, it didn't matter about this other paper because I didn't bring it all the way over the side. So that's good. I'll probably paint that little stripe gold. Alright, so now let's do this other side.
Deanna Rutledge is on.
Diana, my sweet sister, how are you? Miss you, love you.
Give her a quick recap of what you're doing since you just dropped in.
Diana, when I went to Justin's house this week, Crafty Brother, he let me go shopping in his basement. And he had this little box, this wooden box that has two little doors. I'll open in a minute. And it was painted, you know, just kind of little girlish, kind of like I'm doing it now, apparently. And so I decided to redo it. And so I wanted it to be like going into a flower garden. So I'll show you all the different flowers I have on here in just a minute. I'm trying to cut this extra napkin off here. So I've decoupaged one type of napkin on each end. And then on the back, I even put a different napkin that I think looks really cute.
Jessica Nelson is on and is sprinkling.
Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for sprinkling. I appreciate it when y'all sprinkle. It helps so much. I know it probably seems like a trivial thing, but I have learned from watching other crafters, and now that I have my own page, I've learned that it really does make a difference, especially in how many people get to see your page, because Mr. FB determines all that. So anyway, I just decided I was just going to make this over a little bit, Diana, and make it a little more florally. So now I'm just trying to pull this little edge off right here so I can take some more Mod Podge and glue it down. I'm going to remove this drawer right now and get it out of my way a little bit so I can, actually I think I can take this sanding block and sand off that edge.
Diana said that was nice of him to let you go shopping in the basement.
He's, you know, Diana, he's getting ready to move, and he said, I don't want to take all this stuff with me. He said, if it's down here, the likelihood is that I'm not going to use it. So he said, there's more bags down here. You just get all the bags you want. Unfortunately, Rodney and I already had pretty much a car full of stuff we had picked up along the way at different places. So, but I did get a few really cool things from him. So this is one that I was most excited about, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go on and start working on that on the live because I just like it. I don't have any little girls anymore. My girls are all big and grown. I have granddaughters, and one of them may like it. Okay, so let me stand it up here for just a sec and get these edges all smoothed off, and then we'll see what we've got. Extra pieces off that I don't need on the edge right there. I may have to go back and trim them with scissors. But I will go over everything once I get all this done, and before I put the hardware on, I'll go over everything with a clear coat to make sure that it not only has a finished look and is you know, shinier, but also for protection. So let me, y'all hear that beep, beep, beep. Linda's mom used to live with them, and that is one of those seats that goes up and down the steps, so she wouldn't have to try to walk up. She's a teeny tiny little thing anyway. Okay, so here we go. This. Same one on this side. Then we checked part of the roof and striped part of it. And I'm thinking that on these parts right here, I'm probably just going to use liquid gold or the Posh pigment gold. Then I'm going to put more checks down here and more checks down here. Now I haven't decided what to do.
Sleeping in the front bedroom or the back?
Front one.
Okay.
I haven't decided what to do down here. I don't know if I want it. Thank you, Diana. I don't know if I want gold down here, or do I want to make it? Do I want to decoupage like some more paper down here? Give me some ideas. I could stripe it. I could check it. Help me with some ideas. I'm going to put a little. Want to put a little more pigment infuser on here to hold this paper down real good.
Diana loves the checks.
Thank you, Diana. Have you done any more checking, Diana, since we got back from San Diego? She did her first ever checking project while we were there, and it looked like she'd been doing it all her life. She was a master. I can't say master crafter because you're only one of those, don't you know? Let me see if I can trim this off a little bit because I don't like that part sticking up. Yep, got it. Okay.
Are you going to leave the inside white?
I think I am. I've put 2 or 3 coats of white on the inside, And I think that I'm just, you know, it would be a lot to try to decoupage in there too. So I think I'm just going to leave it white. So I touched it up so it wouldn't look dirty. Okay. now
Diana
let's-
left some emojis, but they're so small I can't tell what they are.
Oh, they're smiling emojis.
There's some
Let's
tears
see.
coming out of their
Oh,
eyes.
yes,
too.
she's laughing. She's dying laughing because I said her checks were so good. But they were fabulous. Everybody bragged on her and complimented her, including the master crafter herself. That says a lot right there. I got to get out to the Phoenix area and see all y'all. Diana lives in Mesa, Ronnie. Not very far from Vivian Kent.
Done a lot of work out there. And
Yep.
in Chandler.
Yep. I think they went shopping the ladies went shopping in Chandler.
Well, you'll have to get her to
Okay.
get you some names of all the good places, and we'll have to hit them.
That's right. Okay. So let me show you one more time. Here's the small knob. Let me hold it in front of my hand. It's going to go on the front bottom. And then at the top, these two on the doors are going to be this one. So,
How you gonna get
has
'em on
anybody
there?
told me what I need to do on the bottom? I need to know what to do around this bottom edge right here. And while y'all are thinking about it, I'm going to do a little white drag in my checks.
I think the bottom, the flat part on the bottom, you could about pick up some of the purple that's in there.
Purple.
Got any purple paint? Probably not.
I can make purple paint. But I don't really see a lot of purple.
Diana
I'm not
Rutledge
sure.
says Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby what?
Oh, Hobby Lobby with a question mark. I was saying that if we go out there, she needs to tell us all the good places to go.
Oh,
to
he's
shop.
talking about like, yeah, to
Like
shop.
thrift
and
shops or
yeah.
Goodwills and
You know what he's talking about.
salvage
Diana.
places, that
You
sort
know,
of thing.
sister. Okay. I got a little bit of Floetrol out. And
You need help?
I'm going to use a little bit of chalk white paint and a little bit.
Oh, the knobs, are they from
Floetrol.
Hobby Lobby?
Yes, they are from Hobby Lobby. And y'all, I stood there yesterday for the longest time trying to find a knob that I liked. There was another lady standing there, and I said, I can't believe it's taken me so long to try to find knobs for this project that I'm doing. She said, I'm just trying to find knobs where there's enough of what I need. So, and then I thought I had them picked out, and I got halfway up to the checkout line, and I thought, wait a minute, I better see how these fit on. And when I did, they were going to have like a big piece at the bottom that I didn't think was going to be able to be brought off. So I took them back up there and I said, well, I'm back now. I decided those weren't going to work. So since I have so much white in my paint already, this is not showing up very much, which is fine. I think it looks good just like it is, but the Floetrol helps take it down a little bit. The color. I'm just dipping in the Floetrol, dipping in the paint, wiping some of it off, and then doing my drag. Okay. Now let's turn around the front and do the same thing on the front stripes.
You gonna put drags on your stripes?
Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a hint, just a suggestion of a drag. Even on these big stripes right here. Just gonna bring them down. I need a little more. Some people don't do the drags at all. It's just personal preference. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And see, there's not a lot up here.
So how are you going to attach your knobs to the doors?
Well, I know this man named MacGyver, and I think though it's going to be pretty easy because these are just kind of screwed on here.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just take this part off. Maybe not. I'm trying to get this whole part off right here. And then I'm just gonna probably have you saw off the nail, the screw. I don't know. I'll let you do it. Okay, I want to put a little bit of a clear coat on so y'all can see what this is going to look like with the top coat, because it should make the colors really, really pop. The knobs are from Hobby Lobby. Thank you, Diamond. Okay, let's see. Got to run out of thin plates here. Just put a little
Love
bit
those
of
drags.
this.
They blend nicely, says
Thank
Diana.
you. This is Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish. Okay. So let me get, just make sure this is all cleaned out because I'll use the same brush. Yeah, I see what you're talking about with the purple, Rodney. I think you're right. I think it does need some purple now that I look at it. I forgot this front group had purple in it. So that is a good suggestion. I don't know what Rodney's next live is going to be. He started working on a tray we got from Justin's. He got it all base coated, but I don't think he's figured out what he's going to do yet.
I just figure if things need base coating, you might as well base coat everything in sight.
He's a base coating fool, I tell you. He'll start and he'll say, you need anything else base coated? And I'll just hand him more stuff. So see, I know it's got a lot of glare on it, but it really does help it stand out a little more. All right, let me put some right here along this edge, and then on my stripes down the front. Okay, and laid it down so I can get to the stripes more easily. Yeah, those colors really pop when you put a clear coat on them. Okay. Hold it up and show you.
Yeah, it does make them shiny.
Let's see if we put some on the decoupage paper, if it shines brighter. I've put 2 coats of, or put some of the pigment infuser on there, just still a little damp, so you might not be able to see a whole lot of shine on the doors, but you might. I've had my little hairdryer set up over here, my little heat tool, and didn't even get it out to use it. A little bit more. Almost done. Oh yeah, that makes it shine for sure.
Are you going to do the stripes at the bottom same as the top?
I am.
Paint. So to pick up just...
So, and I may go back, actually, even though I've already put the clear coat on here, I may go back with a little purple and do a little purple drag into the white. And then I think you're right down here maybe to do this in purple. I might just do it in solid purple rather than do it, hey Kimberly, rather than do it in a pattern, do you think? What do y'all think?
That little rim around the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need any real solid colors, even if it's 2 or 3 different shades of purple kind of twisted together.
That's what I was saying. Do you think it needs to be solid, or do you think I should do a pattern like the stripes or the...
I don't think you should do a pattern.
Okay.
I just think you should not do a pure purple color.
Okay, good. So since, I know this doesn't have any purple on the back, but since this front one does, in the
Great.
flowers have a lot of purple, then I think if we did a little purple light swipe on the white checks, maybe a little bit on the white stripes, and then down here along the sides and the bottom, just do like variegated purple like he said. I agree with MacGyver. Diana said, you know, if MacGyver says it's so, it's so. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off and go visit with our sweet friends. I appreciate you getting on here, and I hope you'll water the seeds or spread the love, or what is it Justin says, send the gnomes to Rome, and whatever whatever term you want to use.
I wondered what he meant by that.
If you'll do that, that will really help us, and I'll be ever so grateful. So we will be back on Thursday, 6 p.m. ish Central Standard Time. Hopefully I'll have this finished and I can show y'all. And if we get stuck in the snow up here, we may be on sooner than that.
You say Kimberly was on?
Crap.
Is you show her the bottle?
Oh, Kimberly, you want to see that? I haven't finished it yet, but this is not the one I did it just.
Hey, Kimberly.
This is a different one. That's okay. You're never late. Ronnie, you gonna ask Kimberly if she knows? Ask Kimberly and Diana if they know. Diana probably won't, but Kimberly might. About the bottle.
The bottle Lisa just held up is concave on one side and convex on the other, so it makes a little curve. And it is a whiskey bottle.
Concave. Convex. Thank you, Kimberly.
Y'all know why the bottle's designed like that?
My roomies all in one place. That's right, Diana. You, me, and Kimberly. Do y'all know why the bottle, the whiskey bottle, is concave on one side and convex on the other?
Any answer on yours yet?
Nope, not yet. I'm waiting on Diana and Kimberly. Come on, Diana, just take a wild guess. Hey, Joyce Hall.
I do not know, says Kimberly. that speaks well of her sneaking into ball games and stuff. But
Kimberly, are you sure you don't know?
a lot of times the smaller whiskey bottles, like pints and half pints, would have a curve in them like that. So if you slip them in the back pocket of your overalls or your work pants, they would contour to your rear end.
Diana just said, is it concave to fit in your pocket?
That's right.
Diana.
Good.
How did you know?
Yep. A lot of, you see the old
No,
timers.
Kimberly can't Google it. He just told you.
You see the old timers with their overalls on against the chest. Yeah, a lot of times it would be a back pocket, but a chest would work too. You could put it in your breast pocket of your jacket and it not be as apparent. But a lot of times you'll see these flasks that people have to sneak into ball games and stuff. They'll have a curved flask that kind of fits the contour of the body too. So, good answer.
So I'm glad y'all got educated tonight on why whiskey bottles.
Coming from an old whiskey maker, you gotta keep up with the facts.
Can y'all see my shirt? Some of y'all weren't on here. Let me swipe the comments. I turn the camera just so y'all can see. Why can't I swipe? Crafting with my peeps. Retreat to complete. That's where I go once a year, sometimes twice a year. We used to go just to do scrapbooking.
Hey, Joyce Hall. Thanks for joining us.
But now we go, some of us go to craft, some of us go to sew, and we rest and we laugh and we go shopping and we tell jokes and we have the best time. So that's coming up February 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, I think. So I won't be on the road with Rodney, but we are in Cincinnati area now, and maybe here till tomorrow, maybe here till the next day, who knows?
May get snowed in.
So if we get snowed in, I'll be super excited because I want to get snowed in somewhere, because that may be the only way I get to see snow this year, since Tennessee clearly is not going to have any. So I appreciate y'all. Remember, if you have any prayer requests, it's my honor and privilege to pray, and continue to remember Micheline's aunt and Vicky, my friend Vicky, in her recovery. And I know last week there was an unspoken request from someone, and so I'm sure all of us probably have some unspoken requests. So prayer is a privilege. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't have to be fancy. You just talk to God like I'm talking to you right now. That's all it is. Communicating with God, but He loves to hear His people pray, and the Bible says He inhabits the praises of His people. So go out and bless someone and be blessed. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right.